Let me ask you a question. Is poverty nice? Of course it isn't. Nobody wants to be in this situation. But have you thought about why people are poor? Well, there are clues, and it's really interesting when you discover what they are. Today, you're going to learn 15 things that poor people do that basically keep them poor. This is not what you want to be doing. Number 1, procrastination. The number one reason that people are poor, stay poor, is procrastination, lack of action and lack of execution. Time is a very limited commodity, and if you don't make use of it, then you really won't get too far. Poor people have a tendency of not doing things and putting things off. Number 2, mindset. Poor people think they will never be wealthy, and they just don't deserve to be rich. There is always someone or something to blame for their plight in life. Poor people drown in the misery of just staying in the situation of being poor and not fighting, not trying to do anything about it. Yes, life is difficult for many people, but you have to believe that you can change things. You need to have a growth mindset, not a failure mindset, and this is absolutely crucial. Number 3, spending money on things you want but don't need. Poor people are bad with money. They spend on things that they don't need. That credit card is being used, and they often feel like cutting it up just to stop the pain. Is your phone actually broken, and do you really need a replacement? Or is your current phone okay and doing everything you need, and you're just getting a new one because your contract is up and you want the latest one? This is a poor person's habit. Number 4, not knowing how much money you've actually spent. Poor people don't know what money has been spent and don't plan their monthly expenditure. This is a life of misery and ruin, and you really don't want that. Money is a great servant, but an awful master. Work out exactly what you're spending on and what money is coming in and what money is going out. Cut your expenses wherever you can and master your finances. Number 5, spending money you don't have on things you don't need but want. This becomes a life of debt, and when you get into this hole, it's difficult to get out of it and leads to big problems. Once you're living on debt, the only ones that are making money are the loan sharks, banks and lenders. Poor people don't have financial discipline. Okay, so let's take a quick break and have a think about this beautiful place. Just 10 or 20 seconds and admire this fantastic scenery. Wouldn't it be great to be out there? Okay, let's get going again. Number 6, keeping up with appearances. Poor people are always thinking of keeping up appearances. Why do you need to upgrade that phone every year? Honest to is, you don't. Stop playing status games. The appearance game is not a game to try and win. You just end up spending money to see how good you look. Number 7, having only one source of income. Most poor people are working for someone else. It's their job. If you get ill, how are you going to earn for the next 3 months? Will your employer be understanding? Millionaires have 3 to 5 plus streams of income, which means that if one stream of income suffers, then others are able to continue. Example of this, invest into property or real estate. That gives you a passive income, i.e. an income while you sleep. It gives you capital appreciation too. The general rule, if it depreciates, rent it. If it appreciates, buy it. Number 8, wasting time and money on entertainment. How much time are you wasting watching Netflix? How much money do you spend going out and buying drinks for everyone? Yes, it may be considered being sociable, but poor people will spend money they don't have just on their social life. Then of course there's a financial and oftentimes real hangover the very next day. What on earth have I done? But it happens over and over again. Learn about income generating activities. Spend time on income generating activities and reduce to a minimum times when you're not doing anything useful. Number 9, poor people don't plan. Ever hear the saying, if you fail to plan, plan to fail? This is very true. Poor people have no plan for the future. You need to replace your short-term thinking with long-term thinking. Make a plan for the longer term, and think where you're going to be in 1 year's, 5 years time. Number 10, working for someone else won't make you rich. It makes someone else rich. There's of course nothing wrong with having a job, but don't make it your only source of income. Make sure you're learning. Have you ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad? Strongly recommend that you read this book, and there are some links below on this. Absolutely get a job, but remember not to make it your only goal to please your boss. You don't want to be spending the rest of your life having to put up with awkward and difficult bosses. Let's take another quick pause. Just imagine this lifestyle. And this really is what's possible online if you set things up properly. Just imagine yourself swinging that hammer, could be absolutely anywhere, and just enjoy the moment. Okay, let's get started. Number 11, spending first and then hoping there's some money left over. Poor people live paycheck to paycheck. They spend and hope that there's something left over. The average poor person will go on a spending spree, or called FOMO, fear of missing out on spending, and then look back and worry about paying the bill. Number 12, paying too much in tax. The sad fact is that the richer you are, you actually pay less tax. That's right, the more you earn, the less you'll pay in tax. I'm not a financial advisor, and we're not condoning tax evasion. But as you build a business, you can offset expenses as part of your business, organize your finances in a totally different way. Number 13, your body is your number one asset. Poor people often lead a very unhealthy lifestyle. Alcohol, smoking, binge watching Netflix, and eating pizza, possibly at the same time. Rich people take care of their number one asset, which is themselves. You will often see rich people playing competitive sports or having a personal trainer. This is a totally different world. Number 14, poor people want money to be easy and fast. Rich people know that there's no such thing as easy and fast money. They work long and hard for their money, and they understand that money, like anything worthwhile in life, takes time and lots of hard work. Number 15, playing the lottery. Sorry, but this isn't going to make you rich. Gambling, betting on the horses, it won't make you rich, I guarantee it. It's into an addiction, and when people gamble, lotteries, casinos, the punter never ever wins. It's only the casino, the house that wins. Okay, so obviously we've covered the top habits of poor people. How about learning about the habits of rich people? So now make sure you don't miss out and check out the top 10 habits of rich people. These are literally life-changing. So make sure that you click the link at the end of this video, take action, and find the video on the top 10 habits of rich people. Make sure you smash the like button, hit the notifications button, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos.